Oh, yeah. Happy hump day, folks. Yeah. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. All that good stuff. How's everybody doing today? Looks like we've already got a little crowd gathering over there. Let's see who's here. Um, LB Sharp's in the house this morning. How you doing, LB? Good to see you. Dave Clemens is here. Happy hump day. Thumbs up. Yeah, good. We already got some thumbs up going over there. Good. Um, Joanne, AK8 Dwayne. Troy Pritchard's in the house. Troy, hope you got your tree off your roof. Got your hole patched up. Get that squared away. Um, you gotta look at the bright side. At least you might have some wood you can use out of that to run on your CNC or something. That's what I'd be trying to do with some of it. Let's see here. Janet Moore's in the house. Is my buddy home yet? He is indeed home. He came home yesterday. Jill sent out, that's his wife, she sent out the group text. You know, I talked to him the other day and he was saying, well, I'm going to go home Sunday, maybe Monday. And I think he was probably a little optimistic, but yeah, he got to go home yesterday. So he is home. He sent me a text saying that, all is well, except that, he's going to be kind of blah for a couple of weeks, which is understandable. So he says, well, I'll see you next month. so yeah, that's good. Glad he's back home. Mike Reynolds is in the house. How you doing, Mike? Good to see you. Paul Stewart. How you doing, Paul? We've got Earl Walker. Good morning, everyone. 30 degrees, going to 45. Rain late this evening. Thumbs up. Yep. Hope you have a great day, Earl. Larry Galt's here. Morning, Larry. How you doing? Stephen Toronto says morning. He's talking to all of them over there. All right. How you doing, Stephen? Keith Stanford. Is it true what they say about New England weather? 21 and snow flurries. Well, I don't know what they say about it, but all I know is what you say about it is it's always cold up there. Paul Stewart says crazy storms in Pennsylvania yesterday. Darkness and heavy rain and bright sun, even a bit of hail too. Crazy, yeah. Yeah, we're supposed to get. I may not even schedule a coffee session. So that don't mean I'm not going to do one, but I may not even schedule one the night before like I always do because we've got some good old storms. Oh man, I'm telling you, coming through. I'll have to watch the keep my eye on the weather and see if it looks like it's going to come later than, and then I'll go ahead and schedule the coffee session thing for tomorrow. But it looks like the way they're talking right now, right about this time tomorrow, it could be pretty hairy. So I might not even have power. Who knows? So I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here. Steve Gronsky's in the house. It says 63 to 69. Thunderstorms predicted. Yep. Gary Hammett, Wood Creations. Says good morning, everyone. How you doing, Gary? Bob Sims. Earth Day. Is today Earth Day? I did not know that. Alexa didn't tell me that. She don't tell me much anymore. I guess she gets mad because a lot of times I'll ask her something and she just tells me something totally not even what I ask her. So I say, no, that's not right. All right, Kevin L's in the house. How you doing, Kevin? Good to see you. Paul Camp is here. Good morning, Paul. Wilson Rubottom. Good morning. Thumbs up, he says. There's Doug Sisk. How you doing, Doug? Good to see you here. Ryan Ballard. Party people. I don't know where he gets that. Maybe y'all, but not me. Bart Bixel. How you doing, Bart? Paul says, good, but I have to mow the grass when the dew dries up. Yep. Mike Sills in the house. Good morning, everyone, from sunny North Georgia. How you doing, Mike? Johnny from J Fabrication says, good morning, all. And there he is again on Facebook. Good to see you, Johnny. Mary Mallory, all the way from Danville. How you doing, Mary? LB says, Dave, really liked your rodeo video. Sure am jealous. Well, you don't have to be jealous. You can just get yourself one and be just like me. Yeah, I had some folks ask questions about that thing. I've been getting emails about it. So I thought, well, let me do a video. And then I was going to release it tomorrow morning. And then I thought, I've already got it edited and stuff. I'll just do it this morning. So it's out there if anybody wants to see it. And if I didn't answer everybody's questions, if you think of something that I didn't cover, let me know and I will cover it in the next one. Dave from Portal Woodworks is here. How you doing, David? Good to see you. Janet says, great news about my buddy Jim. Glad he's recovering. Yeah, I told you he's a tough old bird. He can whoop some little bug, I think. Although it whooped him pretty good for a while. Keith Stanford says, give it a minute, it will change. I think every state says that. They always just say that in Indiana. If you don't like the weather here, just wait 10 minutes. It'll be different. My buddy Jim Senecola is in the house this morning. How you doing, Jim? I liked your camera mount. Jim's got a new video out. Go check it out. Totally Wood Workshop. He makes a little camera mount for his phone camera that he's using to record CNC stuff. Dave says, yep, awesome vid on the rotary. Thank you. I just try to show what I got. People ask questions. I just kind of make a mental note of them and try to do a video and say, okay, I see so-and-so was asking about this, so let me show that. And you can see my setup that it's not very sophisticated. It's, I'm all about simple. That's me, Mr. Simple. So I just, if I get to where I'm using the rotary and switching back and forth between the CNC router and the rotary thing, I will probably put plugs on those wires down there where I show the terminal block, because it does take, a couple of minutes to change that out. But, I'm never in a big hurry to do anything. And plus, when you set the rotary on there, most people, if you're going to do rotary stuff, it's kind of like 3D carving. It's going to take a minute to do something. So it's not like you're going to be jumping back and forth between operations. So, and now that I have that other machine, that really frees up some time, so I can put that rotary on the Gatton and run it for days and not have to worry about breaking up the setup. So, Ryan says his power was out for hours yesterday. A substation thing was on fire. Okay. Maybe you should use your stimulus to buy a generator or something. By the way, y'all still getting stimulated? I hadn't seen anything yet. So I am still non-stimulated. It's okay. I got good coffee, and that's good enough. Let's see. Landis Dude says, "Good morning. Matt and I are watching on a sunny morning." Well, good morning to you and to you, Matt. How you doing? I'm so happy you're tuning in to watch the coffee sessions with your dad there. Mike Hedrick, I think is how they say it. Good morning, sir. Trying to see what that picture. Oh, I guess that's a looks like two or three vices. Is that a Wilson vice? That's what it looks like, but I'm not sure. Don is here. Says, "Good morning, Dave. Happy hump day. 45. Looking for a high of 55 in Victoria." All righty. Jim says, "Having tree guys coming out, had a 60-foot ash drop between me and the neighbor. Two others are dead and need to come down. Tree guy says that they can work if it would hit the house." Okay. Try to get you some wood out of that, Jim. Freaking snow. Oh, man. I see Dave. He's up there in beautiful Brooklyn, Michigan, or magnificent Brooklyn, Michigan, or whatever. What is it today, Dave? Snowy Brooklyn, Michigan. Troy says he did get the tree off the house and the roof patched up. Just yard cleaned up now. Okay, good. Dave Mack's in the house. That guy right there, he's been doing a lot of work up there at his place. I've seen some pictures. Your shop looks huge. I don't know how big it is, but it looks really big. Hey, look who snuck in here. There's Matt, Awesome Wood Things Hoss. No meeting today. Good to see you here, Matt. Let's see. Matt, are you working from home now that all the stuff's going around, or are you still going in? You're essential, right? I think he said he was essential before. Spoken like a true Hoosier. Yeah. Morning, Dave. Oh, that's Doc Whitaker. Morning, Dave. Sunny and headed to upper 60s. Good. Hope you're doing well, Doc. Stay safe up there, buddy. Darren Bird says, "Good morning, all." Matt says, "My neighbor mentioned that I mow my lawn more than anyone on our block. I told him to go. Just kidding. He's a cool guy." Yeah. We used to have some neighbors. I say we, me and my ex-wife back in the day. We had some neighbors. I ain't kidding you. They cut their grass every other day. And I'm not talking just going out and hitting the high spots. I'm talking a full on, dad on the weed eater, mom on the riding mower, kids, doing stuff every other day. And their lawn looked immaculate, but it's just grass. I'm not trying to get yard of the month or anything around here. Try to keep it looking presentable, and that's about all I'm going to do. Troy said he's been stimulated by coffee. Yeah, that's about it. Gary says, "Same here, Dave." So are we talking about stimulation? Is that what we're talking about? Ryan says, "I actually have a battery backup inverter system that I need to put in. That's at the bottom of the honey-do list." All right. Might have moved up a couple of notches after yesterday, huh? Key says he checked on the stimulus the other day. They cannot determine my status. That sounds like the government at work there. Yeah. Good. Gorgeous, snowy, rainy Brooklyn. There we go. That's the description for the day. Snow again, says Darren Birds. a full-time work at home before and after the pandemic. Yeah. Dave Mack said the shop is 40 by 40. Yeah, that's nice. I don't know. Sometimes I see these other guys with these big shops and I go, man, that would be so nice to have something that big. But I'm sure no matter if I had one that was 100 by 100, I'm sure it would be just as junky as my 20 by 22 garage or my 12 by 28 shop around back. I'm just not a neat person. Um, and I think no matter how much space I had, I would figure out a way to fill it up with stuff. So, bad habit I got. Says that's a bit obsessive, your old neighbor's mowing habits. Yeah, I thought so, but they were good neighbors, you know. Um, if you like the sound of lawnmowers and weed eaters, they were great neighbors. Let's see. Dave Clemens says we have the really old timers around the lake doing that same thing, mowing every day. Yeah, I guess when you get old, if you're into mowing, that's all you got to do. Dean's in the house. Says morning, ladies and gents. Russ Meadows is here. How you doing, Russ? So sorry to hear about Teresa's dad. You have our condolences here from, I'm sure, everybody here at the coffee sessions. Dean says, now that's a shop, Dave Mack. Yeah, that is. Let's see. I think I'm about caught up here. Terry Dobbs in the house. How you doing, Terry? That's how they get their exercise. Yeah. Yeah. Well, not a whole lot of news. Like I said, I don't know if I'll be here to do a coffee session in the morning tomorrow or not because of the inclement weather they keep saying is coming here. And I hate this stuff. A little rain, thunderstorm, something. That's one thing, but they always. And I don't know. I hope maybe they're just being dramatic about it, but they always talk like, oh my God, it's going to be tornadoes and high winds and trees falling everywhere. And usually they're right someplace, but they make it sound like the whole area is going to do that. So you have to really be weather aware, as they say. I have their weather app on my phone. So, but hopefully it will either not be as bad as what they say, or it will come after the coffee sessions, and I'll be right here with y'all. So, Charlie Mitchell's in the house. How you doing, Charlie? Good to see you, buddy. Troy says, I agree. Awesome, even in the house. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Terry Dobbs, looky here. He says, all good in Kansas, taking delivery of a 48 by 36 full spectrum 150 watt laser today. Man, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Wilson says he's going to try some old-fashioned blackberry cobbler today. All right, good. Dave says I can vouch for filling shop with junk. Had to move stuff to partition it, some finishing room, office, etc. Yeah, well, it's going to be awesome, Dave. And your whole place up there. I mean, I haven't been there, but just the pictures you've shared on Facebook and stuff, it's going to be an awesome place. Let's see here. Dean asked if I've had fresh bread lately. Well, not my fresh bread, but the last time I did an order from Publix, which was just the other day, I ordered a couple loaves of bread just to see if they had it, and sure enough, they brought some. So, and it was the good kind too. It wasn't that other stuff, hipster organic stuff or whatever. Janet says at least they are talking daylight storms. Yeah, that's one good thing I'm happy about is that at least because the last two times it's been where it's late at night and you can't sleep because you're sitting there listening for that train coming, as they say, and if one comes and starts heading right here from there's not a whole lot I can do anyway. I mean, I can hunker down in that inside bathroom, but that's it. I mean, I don't have a basement or anything, so it's not a whole lot that's gonna happen. But hopefully it'll be good. I always look at it like this. All these trees I have around my lot, they're big, tall trees. I mean, they've been there for a long time. So that's kind of what I always think about. Well, they didn't get that tall overnight. They've been there a long time. So hopefully they'll be there a lot longer. Yeah, flat surfaces. Yeah, I'm terrible. Even my counters in my house, they just collect stuff, and then I can clean them all up, and a couple of days later they'll be full of stuff again, old mail and whatever. Well, Dean wants to know what you're gonna make with that laser, Terry Dobbs. I probably won't make any bread today. I'll save that for when I really need some. Rusty Taylor in the house. How you doing, Rusty? I got, let's see, I think you brought me 14 of those things, and I got 7 of them done. I'm going out as soon as the coffee sessions is over and running the other 7. They take about 10 minutes a piece to run, so I'll have them done later today if you want them. Let's see here. Terry says, off to a roof project. All righty. Be safe up there on them roofs. Jim Sanacola's making some bread, sourdough bread today. Dean says 24 watching, 17 likes. Where are those last 7? It don't matter. It don't matter. Maybe they'll show up later as thumbs down. You never know. Mike says, fill up a bench, then I need to build another. I know I was out there. I haven't been out in my shop lately much. When I say shop, I'm talking about the one behind my house where my laser is. And I was doing these little things for Rusty, so I went back there. And as I was setting, because these things take about 10 minutes to run one. And as it was running, I was standing around looking in my really cool red glasses that I wear when I'm running my laser. And I was looking around at all the little different carts and tables on casters and stuff that I've built for my shop. And every one of them's full of junk. Got stuff stacked. So no matter what you want to use, you got to go clear one off before. And even there's a bunch of stuff sitting on my table saw now. When I get all these other things full of stuff, instead of cleaning them off and I got to do a glue up or something, I'll just spread down some wax paper and do it right there on the table saw. And it's only when I, need to use the table saw and I got stuff on it that I'll clean it off. And then I just pick it up from one spot and move it to another. But I know I'm not the only one that does that, so I don't worry about it too much. I'm not Dave Clemens says, got a great deal on the new 2.8 and 7-watt JTEC setup. You get both? Wow. I tell you what, I really like my little 2.8. That's what I use out there. Mike says, do I post my quarantine challenge? You can post it if you want. I mean, when you send me the thing, and I got it right before this, so I hadn't had a chance to share it out, but I always share it out everywhere. And I will be adding it. Well, it's already added to the playlist, the YouTube playlist. I've already done that, but I haven't, because of getting ready to do this, I haven't moved it and put it on the website. But I think you're like number 20. I think you're the 20th one, I believe. Dwayne says, Dave Gatton, what are you going to talk about Saturday night on CNC? I don't know. I usually don't know this far ahead. Might talk about rotary axis. I don't know. Might talk about that a little bit. But, I when somebody posted, I think it was Troy or somebody posted on Facebook that they'd like to see me do a show on that. I don't mind doing that and talking about it, but I try to make something that's going to appeal to everybody, and I just don't know that there's that many folks that are doing the rotary thing. And what's funny is, Mark Lindsay, when he did his machine build, he did that cutout for his rotary axis, and then you saw everybody and their brother building their table with that cutout. But yet I don't think anybody's using a rotary axis. I'm like, they should have just left the table alone. But I might talk about that. Let's see. Maybe I'll drag the computer out there to the shop and do a live show from out there at the shop. Haven't done that in a while. So Jim says, yeah, talk rotary, how to set it up. Troy says, all right, maybe that's what we'll. Wait a minute, I missed a comment here. Yeah, both from a guy getting out from under his CNC stuff, ordered the lasers, then lost his job. Both for $575. You got both of those for $575? That's a deal. That's a deal. Because in the 7-watt, doesn't it normally cost more than that by itself? I was thinking it was like $600 or $700, but all right. All right. I'll do the rotary. Jeez. J Fabrication says, I am just not to an A axis yet. Next CNC build, maybe. Well, if you do it like the way I've done mine, you can make one of these. You don't have to build a special CNC just for a rotary axis. Because, if you watch my video, Johnny, I don't know if you've seen it yet or not. But I like to make mine where you can throw it on the table, clamp it down and use it, and then you can pull it back up. You don't have to have a separate thing for it. So Javi says, just in time for the end. Yeah, it's still got about a minute on the timer. I think I was probably a little late hitting the timer. Dean says, well, I don't know, Dave, when you did that pin thing, my first thought was what do I want that for? After watching it and getting inspired, I can't think about anything else. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, there's so many things you can do. I mean, you can put the pin thing on there. I've got the laser hung on the other side of mine. Of course, the spindle. And of course, I can throw the rotary up there. And if y'all notice on the rotary, and here's another point I'm, going to make about, I see a lot of these guys make that cutout in their table so they can set the rotary down below. And that's really not needed, I don't think, because, and especially depending on how you set your rotary up. I don't want to talk about it too much here because then I won't have nothing to talk about Saturday night. But, I put spacers on mine so that I can get it higher and turn bigger stuff. But, unless you're going to put it on spacers and get it, you're not going to be able to turn that big a diameter of stuff. Well, if you're not going to do that, then why do a separate cutout in the table where the router has to come way down when you got plenty of Z height right there on the thing? And even when I ran that great big old thing, if you look, well, I haven't shown any video on that, I guess, but you will be seeing some video. And I just take my spindle and I can slide it up. So you have and you can do the same thing with a router. It's got where you can move it up and down in the thing. So you got plenty of Z height there. So, and I just think it's a lot easier to throw something like that on the table and clamp it down than it is to try to have to take a piece of the table out, and then you got to worry about getting it nice and level each time. I'd just leave my table alone. That's just me. All right, I heard my timer go. We're going to get off of here. I don't think I missed. I don't think I missed anything here. John Nave is here. How you doing, John? Nothing like peer pressure, yeah. Let me scroll down because there's a bunch of comments here. I'll make sure I didn't miss anything. All right, I don't see anything. All right, we're gonna get out of here. And like I said, assuming I can dodge the storm either before or after it, I will be here tomorrow morning. If for some reason you don't see a coffee session start at 9 a.m., you'll know that I'm in the middle of the stuff going on. So anyhow, we'll see y'all either tomorrow or the next day, whichever one works out. And anyway, y'all have a great hump day and drink some hot coffee. See y'all.